And right now at 11, a New London church reduced to rubble. The collapse caught on camera.
Oh, you can count the luck involved in this a million ways.
The community stunned but not deterred by the historic loss.
Just like the phoenix, we'll rise from the ashes because we love this city.
And now investigators are trying to figure out what went wrong as Drone Ranger gives us an exclusive view from above the scene. Thanks for joining us from the news at 11. I'm Mike Heideck.
And I'm Keisha Grant. The steeple of Engaging Heaven Church came crashing down this afternoon. It's located downtown on Union Street, right across the street from City Hall and right next to a Connecticut College dorm.
We have live team coverage from New London. We start with NBC Connecticut's Matt Austin and a look at where the investigation stands at this hour. Matt.
Yeah, so Mike and Keisha, right now the preparations for demolition are underway behind us. As I step out of the way, you can see what they're doing is they're clearing some of the stone so more heavy equipment can be brought in, and then the real teardown process will begin. Right now, there are no reports of anyone missing, though crews are continuing to scan the pile. This as the search also begins for what caused the collapse. City officials say it appears to have come without any warning and left this community stunned. Tonight, crews getting to work after a massive collapse at this church in New London. Emergency responders had rushed to the area of Union and State Streets after a large steeple came crashing down this afternoon.
I was sitting in my car and I heard a huge, thunderous sound. And I looked to my left, and the church, when I first looked at the church, it was a hole. And in that split second, the whole middle part of the church just collapsed.
Drone Ranger captured part of the destruction in the heart of downtown, right next to City Hall. Pictures showed the devastation at the more than 200-year-old structure.
We've suffered a very serious setback here in downtown New London with the loss of one of the oldest and certainly one of the most gorgeous religious structures in the city.
The mayor says a woman had been inside at the time but got out safely. She told them no one else had been there.
The city was extremely fortunate in the manner of the collapse. It could have been a much bigger disaster for us. However, we did lose a cherished historic structure.
Search crews checked the rubble to make sure no one was trapped. Also, a nearby building that served as a college dorm had to be evacuated as a precaution. The church was owned by the Engaging Heaven Church.
We will help them to get relocated. So obviously, nothing will be able to replace the hole now in our skyline, by the loss of this building. But the city is resilient.
And back out here live, we're told the city was not aware of any work being done on the church at the time of the collapse, though it's unclear when the building might have last been inspected. And we continue our team coverage from here in New London as we hear from the folks who attended this church and also live nearby. Let's head over to NBC Connecticut's Jeremy Chen with more. Jeremy.
Well, Matt, this church was known as a landmark here in New London, especially with its steeple in which you could see it really anywhere in the city. Now, as far as the parishioners themselves, they tell me that this was a place that they always loved going to. And despite the fact that it's a loss, they feel it's going to be okay, especially with everyone safe. As crews climbed through the rubble of this church collapse in New London, nearby parishioners reflected on their memories.
It represents community, it represents people's lives. Like, we cook there every week.
Beloved Carter says it's a miracle that no one was reported hurt, and the collapse happened on a weekday.
I'm just glad it wasn't on a Sunday, or a Saturday when we're there.
Next door to the church are the Man-Waring apartments, housing students from Connecticut College. One student says he heard the collapse as it happened.
I'm just sitting on my couch and I hear what sounds like the loudest thunder I've ever heard.
In a statement, Connecticut College says all students were evacuated from the building and won't be able to return for a few days. They're being put up in a nearby hotel.
Crazy to think it's been here for so long and then just one day it's not.
Parishioners say while they're sad the building is a total loss, they still have each other as a congregation to figure out next steps.
Just like the phoenix, we'll rise from the ashes because we love this city, and we're going to make sure people get what they need.
Now, I did speak with the pastor who did not want to speak on camera, but he says there will be church on Sunday. As far as the location, that remains a work in progress. Live in New London, Jeremy Chen, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha, I'll send it back to you.